he says that, like, I've been giving you the word through my prophets. I've been giving you visions through my prophets. Like, they not only have been telling you things, they've been showing you things. And, you know, they had the time when Elijah, they put the stuff on the altar and told them to burn it up, and they couldn't, and then God burnt up the whole offering of Elijah. So he was saying, like, I done proved to y'all several times, time and time again, by sending all my prophets, and y'all still don't receive. And he says, just like Jacob had to flee, so that let me know that Jacob wasn't always doing what he was supposed to. So he had to flee from his brother. His brother was going to try to kill him, so he had to flee when he took advantage or tricked his dad into thinking he was his brother. So in return, his uncle, like Pastor Castello says, done him the same way. I'm going to trick you. I know you want to marry my young wife, my young daughter, but I'm going to give you the old daughter first, and I'm going to wait till you get real messed up, and I'm going to send the old daughter in the room with you. And when you wake up, and I'm going to tell you then in the morning. And you like, what have I done? You work for her already. Now come work for the other daughter. So he didn't reap what he sowed. By you taking something from your brother, he made you do the same thing in return. So you had to do 14 years now. So you had to do extra labor just to get your wife. So he's explaining that, though, to them. Like, you can go through a whole lot of stuff, or you can be smooth, or things can be easy. It depends on what road you choose to travel. And he's saying, like, I've been helping y'all forever. But if sometime y'all act like y'all want bloodshed, y'all act like y'all want to die, or y'all act like y'all have to be punished for y'all to open up y'all eyes. And a lot of us is like that, man. Sometimes if you never get in trouble or you never get a whooping by your parents, you're going to keep on doing more and more and more. So sometimes it's just how much you can slide with. The more you let me slide with, the farther I'm going to go. I know Israel done it all the time. I know sometimes ladies do it. Sometimes men do it. You got what I'm saying? The farther you let them go, they going to keep on going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. If you don't say, hold on now, man, I ain't with that. Stop that. Chill out. So it's the same thing with Israel. It's the same thing with your kids. Man, one thing, go to the next. You might tell them to go to bed at 10, and then they be up at 10:05. If you don't say nothing, then the next day they're going to be up to 10:05, 10:10. They just keep on pushing the envelope as far until you get on them and say, hey, man, it's 10:30, and give them a good whooping and say, you supposed to have been in bed at 10. Oh, but you didn't say nothing to me. I don't have to say nothing to you. You already know the rules, and it's the same thing with God. But God still sent his prophets. He still sent people by and say, hey, man, tell my son or my daughter they tripping. But Israel got to the point to where they weren't trying to hear them prophets. Because Israel felt like they was good. When you feel like you good and you well taken care of, you ain't trying to hear nobody else. You don't care what they got to say. Because now you believe in your riches. Now you trust your money over the prophets. Now you trust your money over God. Because you feel like you can pay your way out of trouble, or you can buy the finer things, or you can get people to be your slaves now. So now if you got money, you went from being slaves in Egypt to having a little money. So you calling a little shots now, so you smelling yourself when you should be humble. You should be grateful and thankful that God don't have you in bondage after all the things you done. But you keep on barking up that tree. You keep on doing more and more and more. Every chapter you do a little more. And now this chapter said you was basically telling God what you done did instead of what he done did. So you just start telling God how you think things can go. And people do that. When you get a little money, all of a sudden you start passing out your idea, telling everybody what you think. So I understand exactly where Israel was at. I just hate that sometimes, man, you got to go through so much punishment to receive or to get an understanding. And he said y'all went so far as to worshiping idols. Like y'all forgot no idol ain't deliver y'all out of Egypt. So why you worshiping idols? Even back in the day with Moses, as soon as he walked off to go get the tablets together, what happened? They started making a calf and started what?
Yeah.
Serving the golden calf, bowing down and stuff. That calf ain't deliver you out of Egypt.
Yeah.
You will still be up in Egypt with Pharaoh, but you don't understand that you want to give the props to foreign gods, or you want to be like everybody else. Remember, even when they first had judges, then now you saying, we want a king like everybody else, and they like, man, you really don't want that. Yeah, we want it anyway, and now you got a yoke on your neck.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand what you asking for, or you don't understand the rules, or you don't understand the laws that God have already set to the side for you to do to prosper. And when you don't understand, I say when you don't read the instructions, you don't know what to do. You lost. And you doing whatever you think you want to do, but it don't work out because you ain't read the instructions, or you ain't follow the law or follow the rules that God set before you, or your parents set before you. Whoever it is, man, there's always some type of rules or instructions. And if you get to the point to where you have understanding of the rules and instructions, then the farther off you will go, and the more praise you will give God, because you will realize, hey, I can't do none of this stuff on my own. It got to be God who doing it for me. And that's how God trying to get them to acknowledge that it ain't you yourself, it's him. Amen.